Happy Wednesday. This is Amanda with Great Mercantile, and I'm just hanging out today. I'm thankful today to have a break from all the getting ready and just hang out with you guys. And I have some special guests who will be joining today. So I hope you like today's join. And here they come. Let's You guys should be being able to join. We'll see. Okay. Yay!
Oh,
Fantastic!
yeah.
Hey!
Hey, babe.
How are you guys?
Doing well. We're doing really good. Really good.
Good.
Really going through this Wednesday. We're making a lot of stuff and ready for the
Uh-huh.
weekend. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, for those of you who are joining us today, I want to introduce my special guests. I have Danielle and Sean of Blooming Heart Shop. And so they are some fellow Round Rockian
Yeah, rock again.
buddies and artisans. And yeah, and I'm actually wearing the beautiful
Oh,
necklace here too.
yay.
Yes, this is one of my favorites.
I made myself one. I love it. I had to have my own
Oh,
little link necklace too. Yeah.
that's awesome. And we have some people joining us, Mamitos Land and Les Planet Leather. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. Meredith Herville. I want to welcome you guys. We have Danielle and John of Blooming Heart Shop. They are custom jewelry, but I want to just kind of pass it over to you guys. Why don't you guys tell us like a little bit about what you do and how you started?
Yeah, Blooming Heart Shop. This started in 2020 with just making simple beaded bracelets. Love for the crystals and the gemstones. And it was something I just kind of did on the side. And I was working in the service industry myself and my husband. I was doing front of the house. I was doing bartending and serving, and he worked in the back of the house doing kitchen management and working with the kitchens and stuff. So we both were in that industry, and he even waited tables for a little bit there. So we still had that like service mindset, and we still had the
Yeah.
creative mindset. And Blooming Heart Shop just kind of started to bloom and blossom. And I decided one day to be able to focus all of my time and energy about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, into doing this completely full time. And then I brought him on last year to help me out and create a men's line or create his own different kind of line and just have a different kind of eye perspective, a different kind of creativeness that was really needed too with the market. So we started working together, and now we are, been together for 20 plus years, and then been through
Hmm.
pandemics and kids and all that. And it's like, let's go ahead and run a small business
Yeah, why
together too. So
not?
yeah, why not? Just
Let's
see
test
what,
this a little bit more.
test it
Yes.
a little bit more, test it. Yeah.
I think the
But it's
very first time that like first thing that I saw of you guys was on Instagram, and it was this real, and I show it to people because like it's still one of my favorites. As a husband and wife team, like it was, what's it like working with your spouse, and then like you guys high five.
Yeah,
You were like
I like that
awesome.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, like knowing that of you guys and then just getting to know you in person in real life and working through
Thank
things and
you.
becoming friends, it's been amazing. And I love hearing y'all's story too.
I love connecting with you too. Like it's so amazing to have these little vendor friends that are next to us at these markets, and you might be able to say, little bits of highs and stuff. And that's why I think it was so important for us. We started connecting more and more, and we
Mhm.
realized that other people want to, they just don't have that opportunity or that outlet. And so we decided to go ahead and create our own little opportunity and outlet with the
Yes.
Artisan Advancement Collective. So yeah,
Hmm.
pretty cool. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, so for those of you who are familiar with it or are not, tell you a little bit about. Artisan Advancement Collective. So it just started with, it had been something in my mind for a few years. And I was like, okay, what segment do I see? At first, I was thinking like fellow leather workers. But then I was like, with
Mhm.
our business, yes, we do mostly leather, but we do other things as well. And I was like, no, there's this need across all artisans and small business owners. And I also come from that PR
Mhm.
background of like connecting
Yeah,
people and just have seen so many times that coming together, you can make something so much more amazing than you can make on your own. Um, and me being an extrovert and being an artist, I know a lot of artisans are introverts, and my
yeah.
husband is an introvert. My daughter is an introvert. So I'm learning from them, like, okay, sometimes I need to pull back,
You pull
but
back a little bit, let them do their own. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
It's a learning process all around. You and every single market and person and customer is different, and vendor too. And I know that we all are all different, but we all have the same struggles, especially as small businesses. So that's why I'm so excited for this collective, because it can feel so lonely
yeah.
sometimes. It really can. Even though you're surrounded by vendors, you're surrounded by these people. One, we don't have the time to get together. So, and then two, it's the coordination of everybody. So you can feel alone
Yeah.
in these struggles, and you're really, really not alone in these struggles too.
Yeah, perfect example. Like, I had known of you guys. I like you were on my list. Like, I want to meet them. And then at Markets for Makers in downtown Austin last year, like I even knew you guys were at Vibe Artisan Market like before,
Mhm.
and we just didn't have time to connect.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was like, when I saw the map and I saw that we were going to be here
Right there. Yeah, right
sharing a
next to each
wall.
other.
I know, and still then what? I didn't even get a chance to go over to say hi to you guys until like the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really busy market. We're looking forward to the next Markets for Makers. We're doing the one in
Mhm.
Houston and the one in Austin again. So we're
That's
excited
awesome.
for that busyness. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And just like markets are so important, but also online and all of those things and helping just there's so much parts of um kind of the maker life that it's yeah, you might start out making because you love to create.
Hmm.
Um and then if you grow it into a business, then there's like a whole other picture.
You got to be my favorite F word, flexible. You really, really
Mhm.
do. You got to be able to roll with the times and change it up and do new things and work with other people and collaborate and, try to get out there too, right?
Yeah.
Try not to be at the same markets all the time. Try to spread yourself out there. And there's so many different markets out there too that I can talk to three vendors at an event, and each one is going to tell me about a new market that I've never even heard of. So that's another reason why I want the collective to be together, because then we can share this kind of information, and maybe this market wasn't great for me, but it can be
Mhm.
amazing for you, kind of thing too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's about finding the right market fit and if it's going to be right for your goods, your brand, all of these. There's so much more that goes into it ahead of time. In fact, all morning I've been packing up for a market that we're doing on Friday at Barton Creek
Yeah.
Country Club in Austin. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. It is benefiting the Center for Child Protection, which is very cool.
That's
Um,
awesome. That's
and
great for doing that.
yeah, and so like I've been putting everything together and double checking like all of our price tags. There's so much that prep work, and I'm so glad I did because I noticed the price was wrong on like
A
on my
lot of things are like,
description.
ooh, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, that one's not right, and I have to go back
Hmm.
in. And just those last minute little touches and organization, and yeah. So I wanted to take a pause real quick, and I want to welcome a bunch more people in, and then if you guys have any questions while you're watching, feel free to put them in the comments below, or if you
We
want to
love
say where
talking
you're
about it.
at,
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you. And so, John, tell me, what has it been like for you to kind of come in a little later and make your own way and your own path in this?
I've always been the muscle in the business ever since she started it. So half of it was already there. But I don't know. It really started one day. I started playing around and I wanted stuff for myself. I wanted to make jewelry for myself. And I made a couple necklaces for myself, and I made a couple like I saw like these bohemian style like longer ones and layering necklaces. I call them my pirate necklaces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're cool.
And
Yeah.
I really liked it, and I was like, well, this is kind of fun, you know. So I was like, let's take it to a market and see if it sells. And like the very first market we ever went to, the wraps that I started making started selling, and I was like,
Selling, yeah.
oh,
That's
that's pretty cool.
awesome.
And I was like, that's neat, that's neat. So I started playing around a little bit more and learning new techniques. Danielle showing a lot more techniques, and then started learning wire wrapping from Danielle, and really and truly, it's like it's growing all the time, you know. It's just like we started playing with a rattlesnake. Now I've fully taken that over, and I'm really like
That could
moving
be
forward
like a
with lots of
whole
new,
different
yeah, yeah,
context in Texas.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but lots of new
Yeah.
designs with that. I feel like I'm coming up with lots of new designs. Ever since I've started learning the wire wrapping techniques, I really have started coming up with new designs on my own and really like finding ways to make jewelry more secure and more artistic and just being able to really put your own spin on things, you know, compared to what how things are traditionally made. It's a lot
Mhm.
of fun. It
Yeah.
really is. And
Mhm.
coming from 28 plus years in kitchens and going into this is completely different. I always knew what it would be like. I always knew we would work together
We
eventually.
knew we would,
Yeah.
yeah.
We would end up running a small restaurant together, but this is actually much more relaxing.
This
So
is so much better than running a
I
restaurant.
like this one.
Yeah.
But I really
Yeah.
do. I enjoy it. I've come to really love selling jewelry. I've really come to love making jewelry and
Mm.
creating things that people love. When we connect with a lot of our customers at shows, it ends up being a lifetime customer. It ends up
Mhm.
being people that come back to us because they want to get that same feeling. We put intention. Danielle always says we put intention and inspiration into our jewelry. It's very true.
Yep.
Every piece we make is intended for somebody, and we put the
Mhm.
thought into that when we're making it. We put the thought into that person, and it really makes that piece different, and
Mhm.
it just makes it a beautiful thing. Especially when somebody has that, you can tell that they love it so much, and it really just makes a difference in what we do.
Yeah. It
That's
really is. It's
awesome.
cool.
So that brings up a follow-up question because I'm sure I know the answer, but for Garrett and me, because there's so much time that goes in labor and love and all kinds of things that go into each of our leather goods, that it's like we make it and when we put it out there, and then when somebody buys it, there's sometimes this feeling of like, I don't want to let
Yeah,
you go.
yeah,
Do you
Oh
guys
yeah.
ever
yeah.
experience that?
Oh yeah,
Too many times, especially like because gemstones can be so unique. Like this one piece can have this one certain, strike through it, this way the color that hits it, the way the light, reflects off of this one piece. It can be so different and unique. But I I like to think that other people get so much more from it than I do. Being able to see them and see the joy from them too is also part of that piece too, and part of the whole reason why I love doing what I do and being able to see people really connect. Like John said, they really do, and when they want to put it on right then and there at the show, I'm just so thankful for it. That's so cool. It's really beautiful. So yeah.
Yeah, and then like you guys were saying, like customers, returning customers, you making it's more than just like a transaction. It's getting
hmm
to know other people, and that's really great because then I go back and I'll be like, oh, check on how's my baby doing? You know,
Yeah, right? Yeah.
yeah.
how's it holding up? And what do you like about it? What do you not? And
With the
learn.
holiday season coming up, I had this like overwhelming feeling a couple of years ago on Christmas morning, because it was one of the first times that I was really pushing out my product hard, and I had a lot of product go out,
Mhm.
and I sat there on Christmas morning and I had this vision of all these people that were opening up Blooming Heart Shop gifts, and it overwhelmed me. I got this like feeling of I just started crying, but they were happy tears. These people were going to be getting these really beautiful, unique handmade gifts that were going to resonate with them and make them feel great. They were going to use it in their daily lives, and it was going to make a difference. And I love it. We're starting to get back into that now, and I can't wait to get that feeling again on Christmas
Yes.
morning. People opening up Blooming Heart Shop gifts and
Mm-hmm.
Grit Mercantile and everybody
Mm-hmm.
else. All those handmade artisan goods that are being pushed out there right now. If you're out there and you're shopping, knowing that
Mm-hmm.
that is going to not just resonate with the person that opens the gift, but the person that gave the gift and the person that made the gift too. I mean, it just keeps rippling down. The effects are so beautiful with that too. So
Mm-hmm.
shop small,
Yes.
y'all. Always shop
Yes,
small. Yeah.
absolutely. And the cool thing too is to know that like probably those pieces that they're getting at Christmas at least started 6 months ago, and
Oh, yeah,
like in
right.
some form, and it's
Mhm.
been adapting. Like Garrett and I just finished a whole bunch of production and
Mhm.
in preparation for we're doing markets like nearly every weekend coming up,
Yeah.
which is a lot for
Yes.
us. But it's going to be really exciting. And then it's like that excitement, but that trepidation of like, do we have enough?
We
Did
have
we?
enough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If
Oh,
not,
yeah.
like for the market on Friday, I was talking to Garrett that so we have enough leather, which is great. But what would hold us up from making more if we needed to would be hardware. So it's like we need to figure out this hardware order and then like be ready if we
Mhm.
need to place it and get that coming to us. So
Oh, I feel you so hardcore on that. I'll
Yeah.
have like this, material for it, but then I won't have this one. Then I have to order that, and it takes a while for it to come in. And getting it all synchronized is, it's a struggle. It really, really is. Don't worry. I
yeah.
feel you. I feel you.
Okay, so let's shift gears. Let's talk about the next Artisan Advancement Collective meeting,
Yes.
which is November. It's Tuesday, November 18th, and it's at Root to Rise in the beautiful backyard. If y'all haven't been to Root to Rise in Georgetown, Texas, you should definitely go. It's this beautiful little old house. It's yellow, so that makes it easy to
It's
find.
really spot. Yeah.
Yes, it's got tons of amazing plants. We adopted one last time we were there,
Yeah.
and it's doing well. Um, and amazing artisan goods as well. Danielle and John's stuff is in a room in a whole little island. I love it. I'm like, feel like
It's really
almost felt
amazing.
like,
Yeah, the
yeah,
use of space in there is so cozy, but you
Yeah.
have so much to look at. There's so much product. There's so
yeah,
many different people that are in that collective too. There's like terrariums, there's pottery, there's artists, there's me, there's
hmm
jewelry, all
hmm
kinds of different things, not just a plant shop. So, and
yeah,
then Megan, the owner, is so gracious to let us use the backyard for this beautiful space and for our
yes,
collective. And this next time, we've got a guest going to come with us. He's going to be joining us. His name is Christopher Durst. He is the owner and producer of the Yuland Fall Festival. But it's not just going to be fall festivals. He wants to do all different kind of festivals throughout the year. He's got really a beautiful spot just east of Kyle. So it's a little bit of a drive, but it's going to
hmm
be one of those areas with multiple festivals throughout the year and multiple weekends
It's a
that
destination
it's a
festival.
destination kind of thing too.
yes.
So he's really going to be building it up every single year, bigger, better. Can't wait for him to be there and talk more about it because he's got vision. He's got vision, guys.
I
Yeah,
love
we're
that.
lucky to be a part of this vision. We really, really are. So he
Yes.
loves to connect with his vendors too. He was driving the vendors' children around in the golf cart or whatever at the end and buying them gifts and things like that. He's
That's
like that kind of a
fantastic.
guy. He's such a nice guy, really into it. So I can't wait for everyone to meet him and for him to meet y'all too.
Yeah.
So you
Hmm
got to make this next Artisan
Yeah, it's
Advancement
important.
Collective. It's very important. bring a friend too. Bring a friend to the next one. They don't even have to be in your niche. Like, don't bring another, potter or jeweler. Bring somebody else. We even need baked
Mhm.
goods there. He needs food trucks there
Absolutely.
too. So
Hmm.
everything, everybody get there. We can really blow them out of the water, and just have this great collective that Christopher can go to for these awesome festivals that he wants to build.
Yeah, it is all about, like you said, any kind of artisan, um, and we were talking about how it's like artisans, yes, but we want supporters and like those adjacent to artisans because we can't do this by ourselves. And it's a great example of what Christopher does and how that enables us to meet other people and how we can work together to make things even better and grow them.
Yeah, absolutely. And to have somebody that wants to help us grow too is really important too, because a lot of times these producers can just take your money and not even care about how you're doing and not care
Hmm.
about the festival or the customers themselves. And he cares about it all. So
Hmm. Hmm.
really
Very
cares.
good. Oh, I'm so excited. Now, you guys just got through doing the Ulan Fall Fest.
Mhm.
So how was that for you guys?
It was great. We did 3 weekends there. We did the last 3 weekends. It was 6 weekends this year. I think he wants to put it down to five. We're going to talk to him
That's the
more about
idea.
that. The idea, I think, five. I think next year October has 5 weekends. That's why he wants to do it like all through October, which would be
Hmm.
kind of really interesting. And he does like a different theme for each weekend too. So each weekend that we went, there was like polka music. One weekend they had another weekend was like the Frontier Days, and they had like these old West trick shooters and all kinds of different things that were
Yeah.
going on. So then the Butterfly Release weekend for the Monarchs, releasing the Monarchs to
Hmm.
travel south, and
Indigenous Peoples Weekend.
Indigenous Peoples Weekend was part of
Hmm.
that. So there's lots of different weekends
Yeah.
that he does, and um, it's very family friendly. If you have like children goods, if you can make children items for
Yes.
this,
Yeah.
it's also, you would do incredibly well. Anybody
Yeah.
that was selling children's goods was doing very well there.
It would be worth making a line
Yeah.
of something for children strictly for this show. Like we're even considering that for the next year.
Yeah. I mean,
You
you have to
should.
be
Because you
flexible.
do
Right.
really
Mommy
well.
and me, or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You have to do
Yeah,
things like that, because if you're not
absolutely.
flexible, my favorite F word, then
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
just gonna fail. My
Right.
not favorite F word, boo, fail. So it wasn't that we didn't do well. We did well.
Yeah.
We met our goal,
Very
exactly
well.
what we would need to meet for a consistent festival and a consistent market. That's another thing too, is finding consistency is so hard in these markets. And for it to
Hmm.
be consistent over 3 weekends, even when one of those weekends was the weekend that Saturday, when the tornado came through and it blew
Yeah.
through and it messed up the festival grounds
Crazy.
and we couldn't
Yes.
Yeah.
open up. Yeah. So
Hmm.
if that day had been open, it would have been a fantastic weekend,
Yeah.
over our goal. But we made our goal every single time, which is in
Yeah.
this industry really great to be able to consistently make good
Yep.
money
And deal
too,
with the weather.
and deal with weather too.
Yes.
So yeah,
Central Texas weather, it just like it comes through so
Yeah.
quickly. And it's like, okay, you got to plan for all kinds of different
everything.
outcomes and scenarios.
It's
But
always
that to
me.
me, yeah, is like a creative problem solver. Like I
Mhm.
thrive in that. It's like,
That's this
okay.
guy. I'm just running around like a muppet with my hands up in the air. I don't know what's going on, and he's over
Yeah.
here all cool, calm, and collected. All, you got to do this, this, and this, and I'm just like
Uh-huh.
freaking out. Save the jewelry.
We'll just let you and Garrett go to the side. We'll take care of stuff. No, Garrett's really good at like the like emergency scenario, like quickly deciding this, what we need to do. Let's go. And then for me, sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, there's more to the picture.
Right,
So
right.
we
Step back. Yeah, yeah.
it's so good that we get to balance each other out, and so important as a married couple to remember that.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, he is the yin to my yang. Yes.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to see if there's any. do you guys who are watching, do you have any questions? I see several people that are part of our Artisan Advancement Collective, and those I see some people too that are all the way like Noah, hi, from New York City.
Yo, y'all, say hi. What's up?
Fantastic.
Give us a shout out in the
Um,
comments.
Yes. So I wanted to share something. I don't think I've shared it with you two yet. But I'm really excited because speaking of scaling our business, we've been thinking for a long time, like there's some products and certain things that we'd like to incorporate. And then we went through the kind of the rabbit hole of like where we make everything. So
Hmm.
should we make this too? And then kind of looking at the cost of that, or is there somebody who's already an artisan who is making these things that we can help support them? So one of the things. Okay,
Drum
I'm
roll,
so
drum roll.
excited.
Drum
um,
roll.
da-da. I just met with her name's Chris, another husband and wife team. And so hopefully she'll be able to join us at the Artisan Advancement Collective. But they make these different logbooks. And as a former book publisher, I'm like, I love that so much.
Yeah.
Um, so this is like the day trip, which if you're in especially Central Texas, that's one of the awesome things about being in Central Texas is you can get so many places in so little time.
Yeah.
This one's a taco
Good time.
logbook. How good is that? Um,
That's great. I like
of
that one.
course,
I like that.
as leather workers, we're gonna have the barbecue logbook.
Yay, perfect.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yes, and then we didn't get a whole bunch, but I'm excited as a mom. Like for this one, it's the Christmas list, and so you can log like it's a
Yeah.
easy little book that you
Good.
can just
Every time you
stash
think of
away.
something. Yes.
Yeah.
Good job, girl. I love lists. I love that. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Good
And
job.
then the reading logbook, and you even get to like rate what did you like or what not.
Mm.
And then
Yes.
speaking of kids, um, it's a little kids, my reading log.
Oh,
And
that's
it even
cool.
has like a spot where they can like draw a
Yeah,
picture and
Oh,
um
that's
yay.
cool.
so yeah.
Great. I love those. Good job. No, that's
I
much
know.
needed. I like that. Good job.
So we originally saw their books in the Day Tripper store headquarters store in Georgetown like several years ago, and then we were there again, and we saw them like, and then we were working with this other artisan out of New York, and then we saw that he was connected with them, and so we kind of like followed back around. So it's really cool. Um,
Nice.
and then the other thing
Mm-hmm.
is I
Little like makeup
just
bag.
Oh,
it
cool.
is like a makeup bag.
I
This is
dig that.
canvas.
There's little
So
canvas
Canvas
bag.
bags. Yeah.
Yeah, little
this is
canvas
something
bag.
we've been wanting to do for a long, long time.
Just a little
Yeah.
case. Oh my
Um,
gosh. Yes.
yeah. So this is part of it. This
Okay.
is like an applicator.
Okay.
And then, so we have leather goods, so hence
Um,
Oh, cool.
oh,
brush. So it's a
sweet.
leather care kit, and we
Okay.
have
Cool.
special leather balm that it is either arriving today or tomorrow.
Mm,
So
Cool.
I will be. I know at 3 o'clock, I think today he's going to post, and I'll repost so
mhm.
you guys
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
it,
Yeah,
and
cool. So
we'll
it's like a
like
leather
all
care kit.
experience it together because like I
Yeah.
don't have it in hand yet,
Yeah,
but we did
cool.
test it out, and it's by far like the best. We've been huge fans of what's called well, we call it Aussie paste, but
Mm.
it's from Phoebe's, which is very well known for especially their leather dyes
Mhm.
and leather conditioners. And it's Australian conditioner, leather conditioner, I think is what it's actually called.
Mhm.
So we were like looking for, is there a natural product that we can, that would work as well and work on so many different types of leathers?
Mhm.
And so I'm really excited about this one. And
Cool.
It's the perfect combo. Like that
yeah,
is the
That's a
perfect
good one.
pairing. Yeah.
Yeah, great
so,
idea.
so yay. And the very first time that we'll have it, hopefully, as long as it comes by tomorrow, we'll have it on Friday at the holiday market at Barton Creek
Cool.
Country Club. So that and the logbooks will be there. They'll be making their first appearance. We have our very
Mhm.
first fall winter collection launch, and in fact, we just finished the photos, the second round of photo shoot on Sunday for them. My photographer, who's my daughter,
Uh-huh.
is still editing those, but